doing, my friend?
Greetings. Welcome to the tundra.
So we got a text from Hammer. First thing he wants to know, he said, ask Baggedmilk about Muzzin flipping the puck at Chucky last night.
So if you don't know what happened, Matthew Tkachuk kind of threw a knee into the back of the Leafs goaltender's head a couple of days ago. They were in a little scrum, and that happened. Tkachuk obviously denied it. He does, as Tkachuk do. And then
Says
last
he fell.
night, exactly. And then last night, Muzzin flipped a puck at him after, the Leafs won the game. Muzzin flipped a puck at him, and then it started a melee. So what I think about it is the Canadian division cannot go anywhere. That's what I think about it, because we're only into a point now where these teams have played each other 2-3 times, and the hatred is already starting to build, and I love it. Personally,
palatable.
I think Tkachuk is going to do what Tkachuk's going to do, and buying into his shtick is only going to be at your detriment, because the thing is, if you get a penalty, he can burn you for it. He's a really good hockey player. However, the thing that I get excited about is just how much these teams are already not liking each other, playing each other over and over again. It's great to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Although...
What happened? What'd you eat last night?
Well, last night, I got to say, that was one of the most spectacular third period collapses that I've ever covered for Oilers Nation. Oilers went up into the third period, up by a goal.
I thought they had
Things were looking bright.
Yeah.
We all thought they had it. We thought they were going to take a joyful bus ride out of Winnipeg back to Edmonton with 4 points in tow. And yet, they collapsed in spectacular fashion. So last night, to answer Graham's question, I just had beets last night. That was on the list, but I did order a bunch of stuff from a food importer. I've got some weird toffee pudding from England on the way. I've got jackfruit on the way. There was a lovely woman named Laura who made a donation to the Edmonton Food Bank, and she also told me to buy beefaroni and cookies, so that's a nice little treat for myself after a loss. People are going to be upset with that one, but I don't care. I'm going to enjoy it anyway.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, that was something else last night.
We do need to talk about Jesse Puljujarvi being thrown up into the top line, though. I think sure. If we can, we should probably end on a positive note with the Oilers discussion.
Jesse's been great so far. He looks like, to me, I know it's early, that's only, we're only 8 games in, but he looks like he's a different player right now. He's playing with confidence. Mm-hmm. He looks better with the puck. He's doing the things that got him up onto Connor's line in the first place is he's just driving to the net. He's just using that gigantic carcass of his and parking himself in front of goalies and then causing mayhem when the puck goes there. So I really like the way he's playing so far. I wish that he would have been rewarded for it. He's had a couple of close calls with some missed opportunities on goals, but I think he's looking really good. I know that Kassian got flipped up there late last night as Tippett was trying to get something going, but I don't know. I think Jesse looks really good with those two. He's kind of figured out that if you give the puck to Connor and Nuge, they're going to do the bulk of the heavy lifting on that, and he just needs to get himself to the net, and it's a smart approach, and I like the way he's looking so far.
Cassian's frustrating to me up there. Because he takes too many shifts off, and then all of a sudden he's out and he's like hitting everybody, and then you know what I mean. Like he's too inconsistent. Whereas Jesse seems to be more consistent on that line, and it looks like there might be some chemistry developing between him and Connor. I just don't know if he's 100% prepared for the speed of playing with Nuge and Connor at this point. But if he gets there, I think it's going to be an exciting line to watch this year.
Well, I think you make a good point, because I don't know how many people would have expected Jesse Puljujarvi to be up on the first line this early. I think a lot of us were hopeful that as the season went on and as he got some at-bats and some reps in, that he would make his way up there eventually. But I think that he's earned the chance. And the thing that you said about Cassian is rings true for me as well, because I do find him to be inconsistent right now. Mm-hmm. It's like, I just think back to a game I was at in the 2017 playoff run where Zack Kassian was an absolute destroyer of worlds against the San Jose Sharks. He was just pummeling through everybody. Everybody remembers that goal he scored, and he had that moment with the fan at the glass where they were both screaming at each other 3-4 inches away from each other's face. But that guy hasn't appeared yet. And I almost wonder, this is just a theory I have that's based on nothing but my imagination, but I wonder how much not having a crowd there really affects a player like Kassian that can probably use.
We were talking about that the other night feedback in our house watching the game. We were like, he is a player who rides the momentum. Like whether it's good, even if if fans are hating him or loving him, he seems like he needs that.
He needs the building to be pumping, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That might be a thing, you know.
I think that's true too, because you know what? Like if Kassian goes out and lays a big hit and the crowd goes bananas, that gets him going.
He wants to do it again.
He wants to do it again. Or if he's in another building and they all boo him after a big hit, that gets him going. So I wonder how much of that is in there. Again, I have no idea. I'm just guessing. But right now for the big man, although to be fair, the other night he made a beautiful pass to Kyle Turris on his first goal as an Edmonton Oiler. But I wonder how much the big man is getting affected by not having that crowd in there. The EA Sports crowd, they're doing their best. But they're
They're not drinking enough beers.
Baggedmilk, listen, always appreciate your time, my friend. Give us a quick prediction of Thursday night's game against the Leafs.
Well, so this game 3 against the Leafs, the first series was a little bit spotty and weird. Both teams were sloppy. I'm expecting more offense. But coming back home, the Oilers have some pressure on. They need to turn this thing around, and the Leafs are playing well right now, so it's going to be close. I'm going to say the Oilers are going to win because I'm an ultimate homer, but it should be a good game and a good series going into the second one against the Leafs.
Love your work, Baggedmilk. Thank you.
Thank you.